Shalom, friends. Shalom. And I want to welcome you today, and I'm glad you are here with me as we always spend a few minutes together and have a few minutes to consider different thoughts and ideas involved with the spirituality of our tradition. Now, we have many treasures in our Jewish tradition. We have rituals and books and holy works, but there is none so beloved and often misunderstood as the prayer book. Very often we just accept that the prayer book has in it a collection of prayers and songs and just various things. But, in fact, it is a remarkable work, piece of poetry, piece of literature that in many ways is unique. And I have been looking recently at one of the earliest prayer books, or a manuscript of the earliest prayer books that was published sometime around the year 860, 870 in Iraq, which was the home of some of the greatest centers in those years of Jewish learning and of scholarship. And we have a manuscript that was passed down. It claims to have been originated in around 860, and it was the work of a man known as Amram ben Sheshna, or known as the Amram Gaon. He was given a title of being Amram the Genius. And he wrote a copious prayer book which detailed the rites and prayers that were in existence at that time. But not only did he give us the prayers, but he wrote a commentary along with the prayers. And many of those prayers that he wrote about and that he explained have found their way into the books that we are using still today. And some of the prayers that he wrote about have been left behind, didn't make it into the modern prayer book for one reason or another. Sometimes it was because they just didn't have a place to fit, and sometimes it was because they were seen as extraneous. But I want to share with you one sentence from one prayer that did not make it into very many prayer books of the modern era. I call it the prayer of Rav Amram, and it begins like this, and I'll read it first in Hebrew and then in English. Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu. May it be the will of the Lord our God, God of our ancestors, Shetitain lanu, to give to us, Lev Tov, a good heart, Vechelek Tov, a good portion, Veruach Nemucha, a deep spirit, V'nefesh Shefala, an overflowing soul, V'chaver Tov, and good friends. Now, I just want to say for a moment, this is a remarkable line in many ways, because what Amram is telling us and is giving us is, in a little nutshell, is a kind of prayer for what we really desire in life. A good heart, a good portion of life, that is to say that we should have enough in our resources to do what we want to do. A deep spirit. What could he have meant by a deep spirit? A deep spirit is something unexplainable, but we kind of know what he means. He means to have a kind of active spiritual life, an overflowing soul. This is also a kind of way of saying our soul, whatever it is inside of us that God created, that animates us, that makes us into the personalities that we are, this should be overflowing, kind of spilling out of us in a way, like a spring where the water spills out of the spring. That our godliness, our holiness should be spilling out of us. And finally, he says in this sentence, v'chaver tov, and good friends or good friend, because the truth is that we not only need all those things from God, but we need other people as well. We need people who we trust. We need people who we can converse with. We need people who can be, who we can share with, and who we can test our ideas with, and who we trust. So here in this beautiful little sentence, Rav Amram looks to God and he says, give me a good heart, a chelek tov, a good portion, a deep spirit, an overflowing soul, and good friends. The rest of the paragraph that he gives us is equally remarkable. We'll be talking about those as well, but I just thought I'd bring you this, just a taste today, and we'll go on through this paragraph in the weeks ahead, but a taste today of Rav Amram's work and his desires. Not so different from in 860 to 2024. We want the same things. We're going to conclude now, as we do every week, with the kaddish prayer. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabam, v'alma divra kirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach li'olam li'imei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitboar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudisha barichu. Li'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlomo Rabba min shemaya. V'chayim Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who brings peace above bring peace to us, to our world, to all of us, including our people Israel, and let us say, Amen. Have a good week, folks. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.
Thank you.